A tiny AI stock is quietly building something most retail investors are completely ignoring while everyone keeps chasing giant trillion-dollar AI companies. Some traders are hunting tiny microcaps that could explode from even a small wave of attention, and one company may already be positioning itself right inside the center of the next AI infrastructure boom. Right now, AI is no longer just about chatbots or image generators. The real money is moving into the companies building the infrastructure behind artificial intelligence, including servers, data centers, chips, and computing power, and that's where this hidden company suddenly becomes very interesting. Most people never realize where the biggest stock gains usually begin. They begin before Wall Street analysts start talking about the company and before financial media starts pumping headlines everywhere. By the time the mainstream notices it, the biggest percentage move is usually already gone. That's why microcap AI stocks are becoming one of the hottest corners of the market right now, because traders know one press release, one partnership, or one viral momentum wave can completely change the trajectory of a tiny company overnight, especially when the float is small and volume suddenly starts exploding. Now here's what makes this story even crazier. This company is not trying to compete directly against giants like Nvidia, Microsoft, or Amazon. Instead, it appears to be trying to position itself around the infrastructure supporting the AI revolution. And that's important because infrastructure is where the real long-term AI money may be hiding. Every AI model, every chatbot, every image generator, and every machine learning system requires enormous computing power. Without servers, chips, cooling systems, and data centers, the AI boom literally cannot function. But here's where things get even more interesting. This tiny company started attracting attention after announcing expansion plans connected to AI data center development and semiconductor-related projects, and suddenly traders started asking one big question. Could this become one of those ultra-low market cap AI runners that explodes before the broader market catches on? Because we've already seen how quickly small AI stocks can move when hype, momentum, and volume collide together. Some of them jump hundreds of percent in days. Now, before I reveal the stock, there's something you need to understand. First, this is not a safe blue-chip investment, and it's definitely not financial advice. This is a high-risk speculative momentum play that could either explode higher or completely collapse. That's why understanding the risk is just as important as understanding the opportunity. Most people only focus on upside while ignoring dilution, volatility, and financial weakness, but smart traders study both sides before touching any microcap stock. And this company definitely comes with risk. Its market cap is extremely small, its business operations are limited, and its financial profile is nowhere near established AI leaders. But sometimes in the stock market, perception and momentum move faster than fundamentals, especially during major hype cycles like artificial intelligence, because traders are constantly searching for the next hidden A stock before it trends across social media and YouTube, and that search for hidden opportunities creates explosive speculation. Now imagine what happens if a tiny stock suddenly starts getting attention from retail traders. Volume spikes, algorithms detect momentum, financial influencers begin talking about it, and social media spreads the story everywhere. That's how microcaps sometimes go parabolic. And one of the biggest catalysts in today's market is anything connected to AI infrastructure, because investors know the AI race requires massive physical infrastructure spending. Worldwide companies tied to compute power, data centers, or semiconductor technology instantly gain attention. Now here's another detail. Most people still don't know this company also has connections to software systems business, management platforms, and smart technology solutions, so it's not purely an AI startup built from nothing overnight. The company originally focused on software systems for businesses, including property management, restaurants, conferences, and exhibitions, but now management appears to be shifting focus toward higher growth, AI-related opportunities, and that pivot is exactly what speculators are watching closely. Because Wall Street loves transformation stories, especially when a small struggling company suddenly attaches itself to a massive emerging trend like artificial intelligence that alone can completely change trader psychology. Alright, now it's finally time to reveal the stock. The company we're talking about today is 3E Network Technology Group Limited, and its NASDAQ ticker symbol is MASK. 3E Network Technology Group Limited. This is one of the smallest AI-related speculative stocks currently trading on the NASDAQ, and recently traders started paying attention after the company discussed AI infrastructure and data center ambitions that immediately pushed it onto the radar of high-risk momentum traders. One of the biggest talking points around MASK is its Finland AI data center project, because AI data centers are becoming one of the most critical pieces of the entire artificial intelligence industry. Without them, AI models simply cannot scale globally. Think about it like this: every AI prompt, every generated image, and every advanced AI model requires enormous processing power running behind the scenes. That demand is creating a global race to build more AI infrastructure. And that's why investors are suddenly obsessed with companies connected to data centers and compute infrastructure. Even tiny companies can attract attention if traders believe they have exposure to that trend, and MASK is trying to position itself directly inside that narrative. Now let's talk about why this stock moves so violently. The company has a very small market capitalization, which means relatively small buying pressure can move the stock aggressively. That creates huge volatility, both upward and downward. This is the type of stock where momentum matters more than traditional valuation models, because traders are mostly betting on future hype, future news, and future speculation, not necessarily current profits. And that's exactly why these stocks become dangerous, but also exciting. If momentum disappears, the stock can collapse quickly, but if hype accelerates, the upside can become explosive in a very short period of time. Another thing traders are watching closely is any future semiconductor-related development. Because chips and compute power are now the backbone of the AI economy, every major AI company depends on advanced semiconductor infrastructure. Even mentioning semiconductor expansion plans instantly grabs market attention today, because investors know this sector could remain hot for years as AI adoption continues growing worldwide, and small companies tied to that trend often become speculative favorites. Now let's look at the risks again, because they matter a lot here. This company is still very small financially, and its operations remain limited. Compared to major technology companies, that means execution risk is extremely high. There's also dilution risk, which is common in microcap stocks. Companies sometimes raise money by issuing additional shares, which can hurt existing shareholders, and that's something every investor should monitor carefully. Another important thing is volatility. Mask has already experienced massive price swings in the past. That means emotions can completely control trading action, especially during momentum runs. But despite all those risks, traders continue watching these kinds of companies, because one surprise announcement, partnership, or AI-related contract could instantly change sentiment, and sentiment is everything in speculative markets. Now, here's what could potentially drive this stock higher in the future: more updates on AI data center development, new partnerships, financing deals, or semiconductor-related announcements. Any major progress update could bring fresh momentum into the stock, especially if the broader AI sector remains hot throughout the year. Microcaps often move hardest during strong sector momentum. But there's another hidden factor many retail investors overlook. Nasdaq-listed AI microcaps attract attention simply because they are easy for retail traders to access. That creates faster social media-driven momentum compared to private companies. And social media has completely changed how speculative stocks move. A single viral post can suddenly introduce millions of people to a stock almost overnight. That attention alone can create massive short-term rallies. Now, does that mean MASK will definitely become a huge winner? Absolutely not. This is still an extremely speculative, high-risk stock with major uncertainty attached to it. But what makes it interesting is the combination of three things: tiny market cap, AI infrastructure, narrative, and massive volatility potential. That combination is exactly what aggressive traders search for during hot AI market cycles, because they are looking for asymmetric opportunities where small stocks can produce oversized percentage gains even though the risks remain very high. So here's the real question: could 3E Network Technology Group become one of the next viral AI microcap runners, or will it fade away like many speculative penny stocks before it? That's what makes this stock fascinating to watch right now, because in today's market, AI speculation can create unbelievable momentum very quickly, especially in overlooked microcap companies. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to watch until the next video, because I'm covering more hidden AI stocks most retail investors still haven't discovered yet. Some of them are trading under $1 and are quietly building positions around major future technologies. And those are the kinds of stocks traders are watching very closely right now.